find out what you can expect from the 3 days guided tour through the Atacama Desert and the Uyuni Salt Flats in beautiful Bolivia. Let's find out together.
Most of you will come by bus, as we did, in order to start the journey in San Pedro de Atacama. If you are smart, you will spend a few days there to acclimate. We didn't do that and made our tour harder for sure.
The tour starts with you getting picked up by a van. After the border, you will switch to a four-wheel car for the trip. Always remember the license plate. Makes things easier, we promise.
And then the beauty begins with the Laguna Blanca. So first stop.
Afterwards, you will get amazed by the Salvador Dali Desert. It looks really surreal there, and the artist got actually inspired here for some of his paintings. And yes, many others will be there too.
And we have some coca leaves that helps us at this high altitude. The Red Lagoon is actually quite nice. Important is never run. Anna tried it out on her way to the toilet and it didn't do her well.
The next stop is the So de la Mañana geyser field, which is full of fumaroles and small geysers. It smells a lot like eggs there.
And this is already the first day. The night we stayed in a simple hostel, which was good.
Time for the morning report. And we are asking ourselves if this specific kind of traveling is really our cup of tea. Even everything on this tour is well organized, like the guide is nice, his driving style is safely, the food is surprisingly fresh, light, healthy. The people are amazingly funny and lovely. So everything is fine, and of course the landscape is terrific, but overall and at this altitude everything is so absolute freakingly exhausting here.
And a new day begins. We are at the Valley of Rocks and it's amazing.
So everything is way better now and we are more at 4,000 than 5,000 meters altitude, which makes already a huge difference. We have to walk slowly, breathe slowly and deeply, yeah, it's a really nice scenery here. It's a stone forest. Anna, what do you want to say as well?
I think we are feeling better than yesterday.
See.
But yeah, we are still acclimatized. We have to how to say that? To acclimatize? Acclimatize?
We still have to
acclimatisieren.
Acclimatize maybe. To acclimatize. You see our brains not 100% yet.
And then we come to our favorite spot of the day, the Vinto Lagoon. The stone formations are still incredible there.
So somewhere in the driest desert on earth there's water. And when you have water, you have life. So darling, how's the mood today?
Today the mood is much better.
How come?
I love to stroll around here. And I think it's not so tiring anymore. I think we figured out how to behave.
So we are maybe also a little bit more used to the high altitude, right, darling?
I would say the same, yes.
So finally, we see some llamas up close and with time. It is so relaxing to observe them. Aren't they cute?
So cute! Did you know that llamas are super smart when it comes to pooping? They always do it at the same place, so that the precious green is good for eating. Isn't it amazing?
For lunch, you gather with all other tourists at this one place, where your guide and local helpers provide you with food. It was way better than expected. It tasted amazing, especially the quinoa lasagna.
Yummy news.
So hi people, as you can see it gets more cloudy and gets more crowded.
And then a long journey with a few stops comes in order to get closer to Uyuni for the next morning.
At some point you finally arrive in a nice hotel, where most of it is made of actual salt.
So guys, we arrived, second day, and I think we have a 5-star view from our hotel room right now. So, and this is the way to the salt desert. And good morning, it's time for the morning report. It will be short and sharp because it's 4:30 a.m.
And we will go now to the Uyuni Salt Desert, so we are excited, but it's a little bit too early.
I'm not so excited. I'm not in the best mood. I have headache. It's way too early. I don't understand why we have to go so early.
And there she is, the endless Uyuni Salt Flat.
So that is quite nice.
It was so cold, but still so beautiful.
Really, really good.
I would die for hot chocolate pudding right now.
The sun is coming out.
After sunrise, we drove a little while, arriving at the most surreal island in the world, Incahuasi Island.
Here you have two options. Go up and follow the crowd, or go around and be all alone. We did actually both. I went up to see the wonderful view and still ongoing sunrise with all the catines. It's like being on another planet.
I walked around, wanting some time for myself and my thoughts. What a place on earth. Standing there, somewhere and nowhere, alone but one with all. It was amazing.
So I have these 2 pesos and I will leave them here and maybe they stay forever.
Afterwards, there's delicious and well-deserved breakfast. And again, the food was amazing. Imagine a hot cappuccino at this place.
The German people and Netherlands people. Bon appetit.
And of course, there is time for some funny videos and pictures. Even though everybody is doing it, it's actually fun.
But not all stops will be what you like. Our recommendation is clear.
So there's another stop here. Seems to be the only hotel in the salt desert. But for us it's not so interesting, so what you also can do when you are on a journey like this, you just skip it and go.
Walk away. You will have the chance to buy local items in Kolhari. But since we are on a world trip, we have no space for that.
Such a pity. Last up, and the final scenery, is the train cemetery.
So, have you ever seen dead trains?
Never.
This is a train cemetery, as you can see. Bad boys, bad girls, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bam, bam. And here you can see like a typical toilet on the road. It's like this, so it's quite simple, but it's working. You can wash your hands afterwards. Sometimes there's soap, and it's quite often in the backyard. No luxury, but it works. So the big question, is it possible to do this trip when you don't speak Spanish at all, like we do, sadly? Un poco. I would say yes, it's possible, but you miss a little bit. But of course you miss like how long you stay somewhere and everything else. But we had a few people there who were translating for us, which was really nice. So that's of course good.
After the trip, we went straight on a night bus to Sucre. What a journey and what a bus ride. And finally, we had a bit of luxury again. We really needed to treat our body and soul here, with massages and a really special room for us.
So now you know what to expect from a guided tour to Atacama and Uyuni Salt Flats in beautiful Bolivia. Landscapes are amazing. The air is hard to breathe, but all in all, it's so worth doing it.
Did you enjoy the video? Then just click on the like button. Thank you a lot. And of course, don't forget to subscribe now.
Stay bold and
Ciao,
ciao ciao.